Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking Game of Thrones, right? It's our first Game of Thrones video. Welcome. Now this does mean spoilers for the novels if you're not up to date, spoilers for the series if you're not up to date. Now you've been warned, I don't feel bad. Today we're talking who are the White Walkers. Let's jump right in. First of all, who are they? I can't give you an absolute answer as to who they are, but I'm going to sum up everything we know so far, a lot of from the books and a lot from the series. Now, that's going to give you a pretty good picture of who they are, but I did warn you that does mean spoilers. So, first of all, who are they? We've hardly seen the White Walkers. They've managed to pop up in every single season so far, but still, they're very mysterious. We know that they're there, and Samwell Tarly knows that they're there. He killed one. He's not the most heroic. He's not the best warrior, but he did. He is the one who killed a White Walker in that one episode with the dragon glass. Now, we know exactly how tough the White Walkers can be from that very first episode of the series, and for Samwell Tarly to be the one who killed them, or killed one of them, that's pretty big for Samwell, and that's going to add value to that character, which otherwise is not the most valuable character to the Night's Watch, at least from the eyes of the men who are there. For the rest of Westeros, they believe that the White Walkers are just a myth. Their parents, their grandparents' grandparents have never seen them. They're an ancient race, 8,000 years before the events of Game of Thrones are taking place is the last time that we, according to the tales of the novels, that the White Walkers were in Westeros. Now, here's how it went. The White Walkers invaded Westeros during generations-long winter called the Long Night. Their army grew and grew as they animated those who they killed into their own whites, and that which just helped serve their cause. Now, the conflict came to an end when the first men and the children of the forest came together to take on the White Walkers, and they were actually able to defeat them. There was the last hero. He united them all. His name was Azor Ahai. He brought everybody together so that they could fight against the White Walkers, and he did say that he would come back should the White Walkers ever return. So now, if the winter ever actually comes and the White Walkers do make their play on Westeros, maybe we'll see this last hero again, and he'll unite the people of Westeros, the Night's Watch, the Wildlings, because it's not going to be easy to defeat this crazy army of White Walkers. Now, Jon Snow is currently out there with the Wildlings, trying to bring them together. It's possible that the White Walkers are going to show up there, and that's going to be what convinces the Wildlings to go join the people of the Night's Watch. They would never deal with a crow, right? Well, they might now. It was around the time that the White Walkers got defeated in Westeros that the Starks founded Winterfell. They built Winterfell. Bran the Builder built the wall using science and magic, and the Night's Watch was founded to keep watch for the White Walkers if they ever returned, so that they could have a warning and a line of defense to keep them out. That's what the wall is there for, to keep them out. Now, the White Walkers appear to be humanoids, but they're obviously something very different. They have this super strength. They are crazy fighters. They have this white, pale, is it even skin? They have these glowing blue eyes. It's really intense. So that's what we've seen from following them. Now, speaking of following them, does the cold follow them, or do they follow the cold? Wherever they go, it's winter. It's the long night. Now, if they show up in Westeros, it could be because Westeros gets cold, or they bring the cold with them. Just a thought. Also from what we've seen is they can turn people into, or at least babies, into their own kind, which we saw with Craster's last son. We saw that the fate of that baby when the White Walker stuck its finger on it and turned it into its own kind. So whenever they're around people and people die, it seems like the people turn into like a zombie, like a mindless white trying to attack people. Now, it's not a White Walker. It's just a zombie that has no sense of surviving or morals or anything. It just wants to kill, from what we've seen. Now, that's pretty much a summary of everything we've seen on Game of Thrones, and we know from the books, from the tales that have been told in those Game of Thrones novels. Other than that, they're due for an appearance soon in Season 5. What do you think's going to happen when they do show up? What do you think the Wildlings and the Night's Watch are going to come together to fight them, or all of Westeros is going to have to unite? It's going to be really exciting when it finally happens. Winter has been coming for way too long. I'm ready to see this showdown. Make sure you subscribe to Comicbook.com's YouTube channel for more news, interviews, and clips, and follow us on Twitter at Comicbook.com, so if it happens on Game of Thrones, or it's going to happen on Game of Thrones, we can let you know.